I think it's safe to say that we've reached the halfway point of the year, right? I think it's safe to say that. Bro, for the first half of the year, like, just in gaming news, there's just been this specific organization or company that's been the target of everyone's hatred, and their name is Sweet Baby Inc. Now, I sort of know what they're about, but I don't know the details. I don't know why they're important, basically. Like, why are they so much of an issue? I sort of know the kind of company they are, but I don't know the role they play. I don't know what their position is and what power it gives them, because apparently they have some kind of power over everyone, right? So let's see what's going on here. Looks like the Street Fighter 6
This
logo.
video is brought to you by Keeps. Stick around to hear more about the special offer they're providing to the entire upper echelon community. Alright, today I want to talk about the Sweet Baby Inc. disaster, a story that gained widespread media traction over the past couple of weeks, because it feels like pretty much everyone talking about this is deliberately missing the point, and a lot of people are talking past each other in a way where they get to stoke the fires of resentment in their own audience, but they do so at the expense of pretty much any
So
meaningful
we're
outreach to
getting
the
an
other side.
unbiased
For a few
point of
months now,
view.
maybe longer, possibly longer, but I wasn't aware of it back then, so I can't speak to that. There's been this theory going around about a company called Sweet Baby Incorporated. I did my own video on that theory a little while ago, specifically featuring Sweet Baby Inc. and also discussing the general trend of narrative development in video games and the concept of going woke with an effort to actually define the term instead of using it as an all-encompassing.
Yeah, that's pretty
which in
much
my
what the
opinion,
company's known for, making
Much more
games
recently,
woke, I
however, the
guess.
discourse surrounding Sweet Baby Inc. has basically metastasized into something
But, like,
entirely
why?
different, and the whole thing got a lot more messy. The first thing I want to do here, like the very first thing, is define a term. Everyone watching
not
this
like
has
they're
likely already heard
ESRB.
of that term, but not everyone knows where it comes from, and believe you me when I say this, I don't know if there could ever possibly be a better example of this term indirect action than the situation involving Sweet Baby Incorporated. The Streisand effect, that's the term, and loosely speaking, it refers to a situation where Barbara Streisand attempted to suppress a photograph of her Malibu home, thereby causing that photograph to gain widespread notoriety in the media as well as publicity. It's actually a fascinating story by itself. A photographer who provided photos to scientists for the purpose of documenting coastal erosion had taken aerial photographs of this mansion and then distributed the photographs online, spurring Barbara Streisand to sue him on that basis for $50 million. Funnily enough,
And
at
it
the time
went
of the
public.
lawsuit, the photo had been downloaded, I think, just 6 times, 2 of those times being her own lawyers for the case, which means that the photograph receiving just 4 public downloads became the subject of a $50 million lawsuit by a famous celebrity, leading to a now immortalized pop culture saying where that celebrity's actual name is forever synonymous
That's actually
with
funny.
fucking up so bad you actually create the problem you were trying to suppress, which is kind of fantastic. Sweet Baby Inc. has basically executed a modern-day version of that precise maneuver, which is equal parts hilarious and also pathetic. So what happened? Well, for starters, we need to know exactly what Sweet Baby Incorporated actually does, but I'll make it as brief as I can. From their website, quote, founded in 2018, Sweet Baby Incorporated is a narrative development and consultation
They're gonna
studio
fuck
based
up,
in Montreal and
obviously, right?
Our mission is to
That's
tell
what this
better
is.
Sweet Baby Incorporated.
From what I'm seeing, they're probably just gonna take their ideals too far, and it's just gonna make people go against them. I've seen some of the Stellar Blade shit. I'm not sure if Sweet Baby got to them, because I heard Stellar Blade actually censored themselves, and they later uncensored themselves after release. I'm not sure if Sweet Baby got to that game or not, but damn.
It actually does, but I'll make it as brief as I can. From their website, quote, founded in 2018, Sweet Baby Incorporated is a narrative development and consultation studio based in Montreal and working around the globe. Our mission is to tell better, more empathetic stories while diversifying and enriching the video games industry. We aim
Tell better stories. So do they write the stories? They write the stories. What? Wait. Hold on. Games outsource to them to write their stories? Is that what I'm getting from this?
Quote, founded in 2018, Sweet Baby Incorporated is a narrative development and consultation studio based in Montreal and working around the globe. Our mission is to tell better, more empathetic stories while diversifying and enriching the video games industry. We aim to make games more engaging, more fun, more meaningful, and more inclusive.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. They're pretty much fitting their ideals and their political beliefs in video games, pretty much. That's the whole purpose. Actually, it's not just to make good shit. It's to just make sure check boxes are marked, I guess. It's just, damn, that's kind of my thing is, if it's done naturally by the developer, then good on them. But an outside company coming in to change something just to make it fit those ideals or whatever, it's kind of cringe. They're inherently pretty much shitting on someone else's vision, I guess, for the sake of their own ideals, what they believe in. And forcing your ideals on other people is never a good thing. Now, having diversity in video games isn't a bad thing, but your whole company is taking games that are already done, from what I'm reading, and altering them so they have that diversity before they release. Especially in a story where that actually matters more than just the actual character looking apart. Like, they're altering stories for this reason, and that's forcing it into the story, and that's how everything goes wrong.
for everyone, end quote. Further down, quote again, we believe you need diverse voices to solve diverse problems. Sweet Baby Incorporated provides
They said they wanted to be inclusive for everyone, but I don't think it's about everyone. When people watch shit, they're looking, I guess I shouldn't say people. No. I'm gonna be broad about it. Most normal people, when they watch stuff, they just see a character. They like the character for the character, all right? I don't look like Goku. I don't look like Goku at all, bro. Well, shit, I have this stupid fucking avatar. It isn't really helping my case. But, real life, I don't look like him, right? I don't watch Dragon Ball to see myself in this shit. You know what I mean? I'm entertained because of the way they are. I don't want them to change what they are. You know, these people, they want to see themselves in things. For example, look at that Velma cartoon. Why did they make Velma look like that? To look like the writer of the show. That's pretty much it. What's her name? Mindy K. I don't fucking know, but she pretty much self-inserted herself as Velma, and that was pretty much it. It's cringe. It definitely is cringe. So, yeah, this is what we're dealing with, huh? See, this hasn't really been bothering me because I'm more into anime games. I'm not really into, like, the mainstream gaming shit, so this shit doesn't... It doesn't touch my entertainment. Well, I'm talking about video game-wise. It doesn't touch my entertainment like that, you know?
Narrative consultation at any stage of development, boasting a talented team with vetted industry experience to best bring your story to life, end quote. And then lastly, it's a lot, I know, but
I heard they got the
foundation
Capcom,
for understanding how
so
the train completely derailed.
I'm
Lastly,
raising the brow Street Fighter 6 a little bit. I mean, they still got fat ass, so I don't know
and we offer a
if,
few ways to
what
help
the
your
fuck
team
is
and
going
project
on.
gain the perspective needed to make it happen. We're part of an inclusive and knowledgeable community of diverse consultants able to cover a wide range of cultural and sensitivity topics. Our approach leads with the creation of joy in marginalized players and seeks to be additive rather than strictly corrective. We do consultation, cultural consultation, sensitivity and inclusivity reading, risk and opportunities assessment.
It says, wait, hold on, what? Additive rather than corrective? No. It is not additive. It is corrective. You're altering the game. You're not adding shit. I've heard that you're altering shit. So it is corrective.
Cultural consultation, sensitivity and inclusivity reading, risk and opportunities assessment, and more, end quote. That basically covers it. Sweet Baby Inc. is a narrative consultation firm. They help modify video game stories to be more diverse, inclusive, and sensitive, while partnering up with a pretty wide range of very prominent developers and publishers. Here's the thing. That's been pretty well established for quite some time, and regardless of anyone's personal feelings about it, or speculations about how much influence the company actually
it's the fact that it's forced.
Involved in, they've persisted for years now, bouncing from contract to contract. Enter Steam. Steam, as most people will probably know, is the largest video game distribution platform on Earth. You could possibly argue against that because of mobile game platforms or something, but that's a joke and I would laugh at you. Steam is the premier PC gaming store, and one of the features it offers is the curator function. In essence, this is just a group of games that you can put together. For pretty much any reason at all. But in this particular case, the tool was used to create a list of games where Sweet Baby Incorporated was involved.
That's actually funny.
Specifically, so that people could avoid buying and playing those types.
So they pretty much made a curator list for every game that has Sweet Baby's hands all over it, so people could avoid them. A tracker for games involved with Sweet Baby Inc. That's wow. And want to know the best part? You don't even need Steam to see this, I believe, right? Like this is on a browser, so you could just go to this webpage and just see what you need to see. You don't even need a Steam account.
Now, at first, this was a relatively small group of people. Yes, people know about Sweet Baby. Yes, they are deeply unpopular with a pretty large chunk of the general player base right now, or they were. But for the most part, people just really don't care. Well, that all changed when Sweet Baby employees began to aggressively try to get the Steam group taken down, sparking off an incredible demonstration of the Streisand effect in action, which catapulted the topic to mainstream gaming media websites and pushed over 250,000 people so far, just as of the making of this video, aggressively tried to get the Steam group taken down, sparking off an incredible demonstration of the Streisand effect in action, which catapulted the topic to mainstream gaming media websites and pushed over 250,000 people so far, just as of the making of this video, to follow the very same group that they were trying desperately to suppress. Good job, guys.
That's the Streisand effect. Trying to suppress something just gives it more attention. Damn. It's pretty simple shit. Yeah, they should have kept their mouth shut about it. Oh man, they shot themselves in the foot.
Back on task. There's a couple of very good examples here, but the main one would probably be Chris Kindred, a writer at Sweet Baby Incorporated, who said, quote, report the fuck out of this group and report the creator since he loves his account so much, end quote. That's obviously a breach from trying to even just report the thing that they don't like and push people to brigade another person and
so he's sending haters,
the company doesn't
sending
like.
attackers.
I'm sure everyone can obviously
he works for the company,
but for those that can't, this effort completely backfired.
Pretty cringe.
The Steam group began to go viral in a whole bunch of different online communities,
and more people
the number of players
joined.
engaging with the topic skyrocketed.
Woo!
And then, as if the lesson had not already been learned, major gaming media publications started to jump on board, desperately trying to debunk things and play defense for this company as they torpedoed their own reputation. A whole slew of articles came out in rapid succession, such as this one. Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't do what some gamers think it does, from Kotaku. Or
But
this
do
one,
some
a company
gamers think
called
they do?
Sweet Baby Inc. has become the target of anti-woke gamers because it offers consultancy work, an industry standard service that's been normal for years. That's from PC Gamer. There's more. Nathan
Has it
Grayson,
though? I
American-
mean, all right, maybe it's been normal, but has it ever been a good thing? All right. Before this, I remember there being something about a localization drama. If that's what they're fucking talking about, then no, it hasn't always really been a good thing. It might have been an industry standard, but that doesn't necessarily make it a good thing. That's if the localization of video games falls into this category. Because if it does, then it's like just having a third-party mediator come in just to check for extra shit when the game's already done. It's so unnecessary.
to et cetera, et cetera. But let me just read a few snippets now to demonstrate the type of way, I guess, that these articles are
Just to
constructed.
make sure they have
Quote
at least
from
one
Kotaku.
black dude.
Sweet Baby Inc. isn't
one
forcing
gay
diversity.
person.
It's happening naturally. Sweet Baby Inc.
Is
a
it,
narrative
though?
design company, meaning most of its work is focused on writing stories and dialogue. They are not a DE.
Oh, that's even worse. Wait. Hold up. You mean these gaming companies aren't writing their own stories anymore? So they are. Oh, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Wait. I'm confused. So they know what this company's about, and they still want them to write the entire story, like all the way down to the character's dialogue? They got Spider-Man 2, didn't they? I didn't touch Spider-Man 2, but they got Spider-Man 2, didn't they? I heard of some weird shit and like, yo, what's going on?
Consultancy firm. That means they ensure a game's plot points make logical sense and are satisfying to players, and the characters speak and behave in consistent ways. Narrative designers may also provide a final round of polish like a Hollywood.
These companies are allowing Sweet Baby to write the scripts for their games, knowing full well that writing the actual plot and story of the game isn't their main objective. Their main objective is checkboxes, from what I'm seeing here. Gotta make sure every color of the rainbow's included. Gotta make sure every minority nationality is included, even if it's in an area of the world that they don't live in and they weren't a part of. Even for a historical time period, we have to break the rules of time and just insert this type of person in a place that they never were historically. Am I hitting the nail on the head?
Script doctor. For example, the team worked on Suicide Squad long after the story was written, and even then they joined just to
See,
write
Suicide Squad was different. Even before the Sweet Baby shit, I wasn't gonna play that because the game wasn't what I thought it was. Once they said it was live service, I erased that game from my mind and looked the opposite direction. Like, I just stopped giving a fuck. You should have just made another fucking Batman Arkham. That's all you had to do. Just make another Batman Arkham. No. You did whatever that was.
in-game ads, audio logs, and NPC barks. CEO Kim Belair tells me over video call, end quote. Here's one from PC Gamer, quote, Sweet Baby employees maintain that, overall, their job is to provide assistance to companies that already want to improve already existing diverse elements. As per the company's CEO, Kim...
Why are they changing what they do? Do you write the fucking shit, or do you change shit that's already written? Pick one.
Belair, but the perspective is never that we're coming in and injecting diversity. For the most part, it's the reverse. It's that a company has created a character that they want to make that character more...
So Sweet Baby's pretty much saying it's the companies that are doing that. So I have to ask a question. Should we really be directing our anger towards Sweet Baby? Or the companies that keep hiring them? Just saying.
representative and more interesting, end quote. Hopefully we can see what they're going for here, but in case you can't, the argument being made is that Sweet Baby Incorporated does not actually influence gaming narratives. This flurry of very, very defensive media articles center on the assertion that the company doesn't do what gamers think it does. That's literally the title from Kotaku. But what if I told
the
you there's
fuck
more
is
to the
that
story?
logo? What is
What if I
that?
told you that these
It's a
authoritative
baby?
articles pushed out at the 11th hour after the company Streisanded
green
themselves
ass baby.
were missing a lot of context on how things actually look. To explain this, we need to focus on Kim Belair, who is the founder and CEO of Sweet Baby, and also the primary mouthpiece addressing the media right now in defense of the company's reputation. First thing, Kotaku directly cites Kim Belair and states that Sweet Baby only worked on Suicide Squad, quote, long after the story was written, end quote.
Okay. They're really like contradicting themselves a lot with all of their statements that they made. Because remember, they said before that they had written entire games and scripts. Maybe it's different for every game. Maybe it's not the same situation for every game. Maybe some games are written by them. Some games are just altered by them. She's saying Suicide Squad was altered. You're saying that they altered it, which is still fucked up, but...
Looking at IMDb, that doesn't seem to make sense to me. In the official credits, we see names...
Lying?
Grant K.
Telling
Ross,
lies?
Amy Lee Shaw, and Kim Belair. Grant Roberts is a
Lead scriptwriter?
Amy Shaw was
Telling lies? Yo, that's crazy. They are writing the shit.
a junior writer, and Kim Belair was a regular writer. Kim Belair is obviously, as we've already stated,
Come on,
the
man.
CEO and founder. But Grant Roberts works as a narrative at Sweet Baby, meaning that a Sweet Baby employee held the position
That means they
of
wrote
lead
Suicide Squad,
scriptwriter on a
not
project where the
DC.
CEO claims
The comic book that writes, the comic book company that's known for writing stories about their comics, couldn't write a fucking story for their goddamn game. So they let this company do it instead. Wow. Huh. Interesting shit, isn't it?
they came in long after the story was written and only wrote in-game ads, audio logs, and NPC bars.
In-game ad?
Forgive me
What
for
the
not quite understanding
fuck?
why someone who did tiny snippets of basically nothing on a project long after the story was written holds the official title of lead script writer. Next, we need
Exactly.
to look at a relatively obscure YouTube channel called AC Sisterhood. On this channel, there's an interview with Kim Belair where she is pointedly asked a question by the host. Quote,
Like Assassin's
"Are you
Creed
able
logo.
to influence how many or in what manner women and minorities are
Supposed to be
included in
Brotherhood.
the
That's what it is. It's like a fucking parody of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. That just got me. I could be wrong. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing that's what that logo is.
game? Or can you only give feedback on existing characters already in the script?" End quote. Remember, PC Gamer is running defense.
If it is,
for
that's
the CEO
funny.
of the company in a statement
Wait,
that says,
wait. That channel's literally named AC Sister. It literally is Assassin's Creed. Oh no, this is funny.
The perspective is never that we're coming in and injecting diversity. But here, in this particular
I'm not even an
interview,
Assassin's
Kim
Creed
Belair
fan.
asserts
I
something
just-
entirely different, effectively stating that her whole mission
There's
is
no
to
shit,
do
I guess.
precisely that. Her express goal is to, quote, try and build a narrative and a story that include moments and elements custom made to bring representation and joy to people, end quote. Setting aside all personal opinion on that fundamental mission, like it, hate it, skeptical, supportive, I don't care, setting all that aside, that statement, juxtaposed against what the media is now saying to defend this company, makes absolutely no sense. These are contradictory positions, where the media is condemning the community for not understanding what the company actually does, after
Oof.
the CEO quite literally said her mission is to do the precise thing that she now says never happens. Riddle me that one, Batman.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you see,
there's-
they're
I'll have to
contradicting
play this one
themselves.
because it's longer and I don't really want to transcribe the quote and read it all, but just listen to this while keeping in mind that the entire situation is now being deflected under the pretense
This video is
that
3
Sweet
months
Baby
old. I
Incorporated
wonder
does
how
not
the fuck they're
influence
doing
narratives
today.
and only does surface level.
I mean, it's got to still be on the same bullshit. The only reason why I'm watching this video in the first place is because they just did something. They did something, alright? So I'm like, alright, it's time to learn what the fuck this company is before I dive into the controversies. The sea of controversy that is Sweet Baby Incorporated. Incorporate this dick in your mouth.
And you are part of like that dominant voice, you're like a cis hetero white dude or just adjacent to that, do not wait.
And then they hate white people so much. Listen, you can say whatever you want about history, about certain events that happened, but putting that broad label on every single person of a nationality is kind of fucking stupid, in my opinion. I'm gonna give you a positive example. Usually this sort of thing is used in a negative light, but I'm gonna use a positive example. A stupid one, a really stupid one, but that's how stupid it is. Barack Obama, all right, he was president of the United States, right? Black man. That means every black man is the president of the United States. By that logic, every black person you see, like, it's fucking stupid, isn't it? It doesn't make. That's literally what they're doing. Like, every time I see some shit about someone being super progressive, they're just racist. They're racist against a group of people that they perceive to be racist against them when it isn't the case. Is a group of people known for being racist towards certain groups? Yes. Does that mean they're always racist? No, you can't judge every single human being as if they're the whole group, you know? And they're literally saying they're standing against the shit that happened to them historically, and yet they're just repeating history on the opposite group, you know? The shit is fucking stupid. Two wrongs don't make a right. It just makes everything worse and shittier for everyone around, you know? But let's keep going.
Until the end to call your consultants. Bring them in at the beginning, and instead of asking them, hey, is this very racist thing we did very racist? Or is this deeply offensive thing we did deeply offensive? Are you hurt by it? Ask them what they want to see. Like, ask them what would thrill them, what would bring
That's
them
that
joy.
pussy
And
boy
if you have a
shit.
team lead, put that request to them very, very early. If you're a creative working in AAA, which I did for many, many years, put this stuff up to your higher-ups. And if they don't see the value
Don't
that you're
do
asking
it.
for when you ask for consultants, when you ask for research, go have a coffee with your marketing.
How about this? Have a fucking backbone, alright? Obviously, if something's like overly racist, like, you know, oh shit, yeah, it's gonna be a problem, but I don't know, like, do these people not have confidence in their own judgment and morality to know what's racist and what isn't racist? That, you know, it isn't that hard to know if something's racist or not. They're scared because we live in a climate where everything's labeled as racist, even when it isn't. That's why they feel the need to do all this shit, and they're ruining their games in the process.
Team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want. Because they have to consider, like, I say that out loud as a joke, but it's actually very, very true, because if you start to consider the people who are player and audience facing and who have to deal with mitigating harm and with keeping the sentiment around their game and their project positive, there's like a genuine value that you can press upon them with both ethically and financially. You could say this is important.
Yeah, so this whole thing blew up because
No.
gamers believe that Sweet Baby Incorporated is forcing themselves or their desired perspective into their video games, while Kim Belair in 2019 was advocating that people do exactly that. But now the media
Exactly.
is gaslighting everyone by pretending that's not a thing.
Words
Forgive me
of
if
the
I'm
past come
misinterpreting
back
the chain
to
of
haunt.
events on display here, but that's what I see. This kind of schism between what the media is now pretending and the philosophy that this company actually holds, at least the founder and CEO very clearly holds, is on full display as soon as you start to do even the most basic level of research, which obviously the media don't believe anyone is actually.
I picked up on the contradictions before he even brought it up himself. Like, I just noticed, like, these statements don't add up. They don't add up at all.
From an online blog called Complications Ensue, which Kim Belair spoke to in 2020, we can see, quote, "We have to look at story and narrative as one of the things that we can innovate on. Like when you bring someone in from a different culture, from a different background, from a different gender, they're going to create something that we haven't seen before. The way that we look at demographics is that we go, okay, the majority of our player base is, let's say, a white male, so we're going to make stuff for white males. But if you make something from the perspective of an Asian trans woman, and it's really strong, then it will work for people. People crave new stories. If you want to innovate, even to stay current, it's not about graphics, it's not about hardware. It's about opening up new perspectives for people.
What video game is for white men specifically? Like, can anyone? What the fuck? Listen, this is funny. Why are video games being delegated down to gender and race and sexual orientation instead of the fictional universe that it's fucking based on?
If you make something from the perspective of an Asian trans woman, and it's really strong, then it will work for people. People crave new stories.
This is
If you
all
make
they're
innovate, even if
focused
it's
on, bro.
It's not about graphics, it's not about hardware. It's about opening up new perspectives for people. So I explain it as, it's important for game development to diversify. It's not just part of advocacy or activism. It is going to
It's about fucking gameplay. That's what it's about. It's about gameplay.
make your games better, end quote. I don't think that really needs to be analyzed. And to be quite clear here, it's
doesn't.
not technically wrong. You can absolutely make new games and new characters from new perspectives, and they can be amazing.
Sure, there's nothing wrong
is
with that.
Absolutely true. But you tell me, does that sound
But
like
you're taking
someone at
existing
the technological
IPs,
helm of a consulting company
of existing
who wants to
ideas
leave
and
an existing
altering
narrative
them?
intact and simply polish it at the end stages? Or does it sound like someone viscerally interested in modifying the base product, being part of its construction since the very beginning, and transforming it into something that they believe is more valuable by fundamentally changing what it actually is, what it says, and who the target audience will be? Seriously, you tell me. Again, right or wrong, doesn't matter. What does it sound like?
Yeah, and it's true. Like, they'll make Superman suck Lex Luthor's dick. They'll fucking do it if they have to, you know? I'm not even trying to be funny at this point. Like, they're taking their moral values and they're altering existing stories. It feels like a brand new character or some shit. Okay, fine. But at the same time, look at the verse that you're in, right? You don't have that in Sonic the Hedgehog. These fucking animals, like... Oh, Sonic, I just want... No, bro. Listen. They're taking this shit way too seriously. And honestly, I hate to say this, but it is political. Video games really shouldn't be political, but these people, they keep making it political. They just keep doing it. I just don't understand why.
Here's my point with all of this. Sweet Baby Inc. is not the root cause of everything wrong in gaming, okay? That's kind of a ridiculous premise.
No, these gaming industries that are literally fucking going to them. They're doing this.
Over-exaggeration that opened the door for this level of disingenuous criticism in the first place. But it is an example of why there are so many problems. If it wasn't this company, it would be a different one, okay? The demand exists on a publisher level.
Didn't they
There's
change their
probably a
name or
large
some
number of
shit?
Similar examples out there. But we have to be precise when we speak about this because when we're not precise, it allows gaming media and various different journalists in particular to deliberately twist reality and gaslight their audience. Gamers don't understand.
Listen, everything that I've just said came from this dude's unbiased view, alright? So, I'm not twisting shit. I said what I said, and I meant when I said it, alright? Truth be told.
And gamers don't get it, etc., etc. That's only possible saying those things because at times people are exaggerating the level of influence that Sweet Baby has. If one side says, oh my gosh, this one company is the reason for everything bad in video games, it makes it easy for someone else to respond with, haha, look how delusional they are. This company isn't the reason for every single problem ever in history. But when they are known...
That's true, but like their name is literally on the fucking crime in each issue that there is, you know? We look at it and their name is there. So, you know.
disregarding the fact that this company is a clear-cut example of industry practices that are making a very large number of core customers upset, well, I don't know. It's pretty self-explanatory. The end result? Now that the company has Streisanded themselves into oblivion, gaming media has inadvertently exposed its own incompetence yet again, as the two sides argue past each other, each condemning a straw man of their perceived enemy, which is accurate enough to instill passion, and inaccurate enough to allow disagreement. Bottom line, Sweet Baby Incorporated, led by Kim Belair, very obviously tries to influence games at a core level, modifying or rewriting them through a diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) lens, but they probably aren't always
DEI,
successful.
that's what it's
And now
fucking
over
called.
4 million people follow a list of games they worked on purely for the purpose of avoiding them, which they caused by trying to get the community and its creator suspended from Steam. Gaming media, and certain journalists in particular, are jumping around wildly with their own foot stuffed in their ass because they want to defend this company desperately, but the only way to do that is to twist everything around enormously and argue against a position that
It's
basically
like,
doesn't even make.
Imagine playing a Dragon Ball game. I don't even want to. I don't even want to go there, man. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not saying shit.
Disaster is an example of how everyone in
My thing is, like, obviously this company has a guilty conscience if it feels the need to lie about its objective and its mission. Obviously, it knows that they know they fucked up somewhere. They know, you know, and maybe they're not as just because, like, if you really think what you're doing is as just as it is, why lie about it? Why contradict yourself over and over and over again, you know? And most importantly, why am I watching this video? Well, I heard that they got their hands on the Wolverine game. That's right, the new Wolverine game that's come out. I don't know the context, I don't know the details, but I'm about to find out. So, wish me luck. I'm diving in deep, boys, and I can't swim.